Good morning. It's like 6:30 in the morning right now. This is not the usual schedule, but the waves are pumping. And Jamie was skitzing out, and he tapped on my window, and I was all dazed and confused, and he said, "I'm going surfing. Waves are good. I gotta go." And for those of you that don't know, I don't know, maybe you're new here or never heard the story. I film for this guy, Jamie O'Brien. He's a professional surfer, very, very good at what he does. One of the best in the world to ever do it. Absolute legend. I fly the drone for him. That being said, however, I am far from the only guy on the team. When shooting and filming these Jamie O'Brien episodes, which release twice a week, Monday, Thursday. If you're not with that program, get with the program, people. But there's 4 of us when shooting. Tim shoots on land, Justin shoots on land, I shoot on the drone, and our other buddy, Surf TV5, shoots in the water, filming the waves while Jamie is out there surfing. Beyond the production team, we have other people like Tina and Sally who help run the store for the merchandise. That's our team. It's like we're a little family living on the beach. How cute. Here comes a good one. Lamped him. One of my favorite aspects to my job is that I'm a terrible morning person, but Jamie's even worse of a morning person. So that means very rarely do I have to get up at 6:30. I like that. I get a lot of questions about what drone I fly. I fly the DJI Mavic Pro 2, usually, on any given day. But in recent times, it dropped out of the sky, so I have to fly the old Mavic 1, and I'm not happy about it. I don't want to talk about it. Luke is paddling in. Oh, we got it. Jamie on the next. Yup. Oh, he's not making that. Wow. Look at this shot. Absolutely magical lighting on the beach right now. That's sick. Could be a bomb coming. Oh, Jamie on this one. Yup. Oh my gosh. Whoa. You do not see that very often. Jamie just took a hard one off the takeoff. I think in my entire year of filming, I've only seen him do that about once, maybe twice. Looks like he's quite all right. Jamie comes in soon and the waves don't pick up too much. I just might have to go out. It looks fun. It's slow a little bit, but it's super clean, glassy, and kind of on that borderline big size for me. I'm getting to the point where I need coffee. Hitting the wall, folks. Wave, Jamie, record. Oh, that was a sick one. God, dude. Oh man, I think the focus was soft. Oh God, just playing back that shot's horrific. Not only is it blurry, but it also has like these little twitches in it. Never have that problem with the Mavic 2, man. You never realize how bad Gen 1 is until you're on Gen 2, right? Oh, it's always a rush. Coming up on about hour 3 here. Controller's almost dead. That's when I have to hang up the helmet. Jamie! Oh, That thing would have been nuts. Oh, I wasn't filming any audio when I just got this drone shot. It was a rando. What was that? It could have been my buddy Tiger. I think it was. Pretty hyped on that shot. Check it out. Little spitter action right there. That was a good one. Waves are getting better. Well, my phone died, so troller's next, and that means I gotta fly back. I gotta wrap it up here. That's incredibly annoying. All right, well, I'm gonna figure out what to do with all of this and see where this day takes me. I will catch up with you in a bit. Just give me a second. Yep, it's true. If you couldn't already tell by the outfit, I am going surfing. Fortunately, I have nobody to surf with, but I've got my GoPro and me. It's like Marley and me, but my GoPro. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my board. Let's get out there. Go down there. Waves look fun, I think. I didn't really look for very long. We're gonna make the most out of it. There you go! Look at that ride!
Well, I never know what to do with you, and I never know what to say to you.
Yo, hope you enjoyed that little surf. I'm all cleaned up, took a little shower, enjoyed it. What a day. A little work to a surf session. That was actually so much fun. The waves were actually really, really good. And yeah, I had an amazing session. I'm really happy I had the GoPro there with me. But one thing happened during that session that I do want to talk about. And yeah, kind of bummed me out, honestly. But I was just sitting here thinking, and I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna vlog this because I think there's a little something I can pull out of it. Buckle your seatbelts. Let's talk story. Yay! Zoom in for dramatic effect. Okay, obviously surf was super fun. I ended up meeting my buddy Pella out there. He's my hometown friend, and he goes to school at University of Hawaii. Comes up North Shore every now and then, hits me up, and we surf together. So that was cool to see him. But I was surfing out at a spot that's fairly popular. Obviously, I had a GoPro with me. That's not the best look, especially when you're a kook and you know, not the best surfer. I'm a totally average, decent surfer. I have my fundamentals pretty dialed. I can get to my feet. I can do some turns that sometimes look decent, but much beyond that, I still am very much in the learning process. So anyway, I paddle out to go for the surf. I scored like 5 waves right off the bat, just having such a good time. And there was a little bit of a lineup, as you could probably have seen. It wasn't very competitive though. People weren't seeming to be super aggressive, or there wasn't much competition or whatever it was. But I was in the middle of my surf session, and all of a sudden I hear like a creepy whispering murdery voice behind me, and I just hear, "Beat it." I was like, what? I was like freaked out. I like whipped around. I was like, what'd you say, dude? There's this guy sitting in the lineup behind me, and he's like kind of a Hawaiian looking dude, and he's like, "Beat it." And I'm like, oh boy. And then he catches a wave right after he says that. And I'm just sitting out there like, oh shit, like what did I do this time? Because this isn't the first time I've been kicked out of the water. But anyway, he catches a wave right after he tells me that, and I'm just sitting here like, oh my God, am I about to just get beat up for a reason I don't even know why? It like got to my head, and I was like, what is going on? So I wait out there, GoPro in my mouth, kook as could get, And I'm sitting there and I'm like waiting for this guy, and I'm just like, okay, I am prepared to take a punch straight to the face since I did not leave when this mysterious man told me to. So as the nerves are building and the guy's getting closer and closer, I just look at him as he's paddling at me and I say, why, man? I don't want any trouble, but I want to understand why you just told me that. And I said, if it's my GoPro and my camera, I'm sorry, but I felt like I didn't do anything wrong, you know, this entire session. But if it's my camera and you don't want this place to be filmed, guaranteed, I'll put it away. I get that. Just tell me what's up. And he kind of sat up again. He like backed off, and his voice got quieter and softer and mellower. And he was like, you're backpedaling the lineup. And that essentially means that I was getting into a hot lap rhythm, just kind of sweeping all the people, going out to the exact takeoff location and not sharing the waves as much as I should have, which is a rule that I kind of knew about, but I didn't really know how far you could run with it. And yeah, I didn't really know when I was in the wrong, but I just felt like I was having a good session and was catching a bunch of waves. Moral of the story, and I was just sitting here writing in the jail journal trying to figure out what the moral to this vlog is. And so this situation reminded me of a metaphor for life, and that is to not dwell on your mistakes or your failures, but to instead learn from them. And I know it's super cliche and cheesy, but it's so true. Because you're never gonna get to where you wanna be if you don't lose. Because losses are your biggest wins. By losing, you realize you did something wrong and you change it and take that ticker closer where it needs to be, depending on your path. For example, my film career. I would never be here. I would never be the filmer I wanted to always be without such a rigid and rough path of failures and success. You know, I started in the valley and I ended where I wanted. And the only way I got there was by failing a lot. Because when I lost, I learned to never do that again and changed my course of direction to eventually turn it into a win. So it's the same situation here with the surf. By hearing the guy out and understanding where he was coming from, it made me realize that it was a great confrontation. It was a great thing that happened because at the end of the day, I came out a better surfer. He told me what I did wrong, I learned from it, and I'm not gonna do it again. Moral of the story, don't dwell on your mistakes, learn from them. Your failures are your biggest form of success.